Hey guys, it's Clay from Clear Critique. Women's Month is winding down, so today I'll be briefly discussing the best female action hero, Eleanor Ripley from Aliens. Specifically, how one short scene cements that status. Don't forget to comment with your thoughts after the video, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Let's get right to it. Ripley is a woman with zero military experience and a cliff notes of weapons training received during some downtime. She's exhausted from the recent escapes and the stress of having to rally the troops when others couldn't. She's burying her trauma of losing a daughter, as well as almost getting impregnated by an alien earlier. The character's obstacles have been very well established, both psychologically and physically, and we've watched her struggle and just barely overcome them over the course of the film. There are many reasons, many moments that make Ripley a great character. However, the one scene I'm going to focus on is the elevator sequence. For setup, Ripley, the soldier Hicks, and the pragmatic android Bishop are stranded at a compound on a distant planet that is flooded with aliens and about to explode from a thermal meltdown. Hicks is injured, and Bishop is arranging a beacon for them to escape. However, they're not leaving yet because Newt, a young survivor who Ripley discovered and for whom acted as a surrogate mother, was abducted by the aliens, and Ripley decides that the escape plan is now secondary to the rescue mission. Ripley gathers and customizes her weapons and gear. She shares a tender goodbye with Hicks, runs to the elevator, and starts preparing. The music swells, the countdown alarm intermittently wails, and the camera focuses on Ripley's procedures of gearing up. The guns seem heavy, and it takes some strength to cock one of them. The floor numbers tick down, and Ripley glances at them anxiously. She removes her jacket. Her shirt is soaked with sweat. The camera now centers on Ripley, and we see her many ticks of nervousness. Guns and ammo now strapped to her, Ripley stands up, armed. Now, without the frantic preparation to distract her, she must prepare herself mentally. The floors are now in the single digits. Ripley closes her eyes and lifts her head, consolidating everything that's happening and may happen, and then snaps back to attention, her eyes gaining strength but still anxious. She lights up the flamethrower, the one last act of preparation. We cut to the outside of the doors and then open to reveal Ripley, armed and ready. She looks around slowly and then proceeds with her mission. I feel like I can almost end the video here. What makes this scene so extraordinary aren't just the elements that complement the tone, the metallic slaps of the soundtrack, the ticking clock of the floors, and the background alerts, but how simple and direct it is. Weapons, ammo, transport, and our hero. Guess what isn't here? Dialogue. Bad dialogue is efficient at devastating a scene. If this film came out today, I would bet money that right when Ripley emerges from the elevator, bathed in smoke, she would spout some cheesy one-liner. Maybe about being a woman, maybe just something she thinks is cool. And while I do enjoy a good one-liner, read good one-liner, not only would a corny one ruin the tension of this scene, but any dialogue would have sharply lessened the realism. When we do get the ultra-quotable threat later, it's at the apex of Ripley's power and rage. But here, we don't need it. And by keeping unfitting dialogue out, our heroine is treated with dignity. And yet there have been cool scenes before of badass heroes arming up without a word. So why is this one so special? Well, apart from how well put together it is, the main reason it's so effective and why it encapsulates everything that makes Ripley the best action heroine is because she's so determined, yet vulnerable. All the details I mentioned earlier, her sweat, her exhaustion, the weight of the guns, creates a sense that this character is on her last leg, and the panic, displayed beautifully by Sigourney Weaver, depicts someone who is scared shitless, but not backing down. The more flawless you make a character, the less realistic they become. And if they don't fight through every obstacle but rather soar over them, they run the risk of appearing out of touch, even goofy. For me, and for many people, what makes a character heroic isn't just the victory, it's the struggle. No one's born brave, and gathering the fortitude in oneself to do the seemingly impossible is heroic in itself. By showing Ripley battle, not brush aside or lack entirely, but battle her fears and ready herself in real time, this scene provides a believable and by proxy inspiring portrayal of courage. One that is 10 times more badass than Wonder Woman awkwardly arm blasting through 50 henchmen. That's why it annoys me when female characters like Mulan and Batwoman pander to the audience by appearing without any real flaws or hindrances. and then start dropping one-liners or flash their hair. It's not earned. The elevator sequence from Aliens not only epitomizes the dramatic arc from unwilling advisor to heroic leader, but serves as a blueprint for other action films on how to get the audience to root for someone. Don't you want Ripley to win? I do. Why? Because she deserves it. So when you write a brave character, make them work for it. It's hard to do, and as simple as that. What do you think of this scene? Can you think of any other pivotal action heroine scenes? Comment below. If you want to see a more in-depth look at a strong female character, click here from a review of the awesome film Hannah. Also, check out some of my other film discussions. Drop me a line on Twitter and Letterboxd, and as always, thanks for watching.